Welcome back to my show. We decided to make a little bit of a name change. The show was previously called Witch in the City, but we're changing it to Laura Daligan's Witchcraft Diaries. Now there's a couple of reasons for that, but the main reason is because we're planning on moving to the countryside, so therefore Witch in the City might be a bit redundant. And also we want to open up the show a little bit more so we can fit lots of different areas of spirituality and magic and trees and art and craft into my show. So from now on, the show will be called The Witchcraft Diaries, and I hope that you'll subscribe and enjoy it. Welcome to another episode of The Witchcraft Diaries. My name's Laura Daligan, and what I'm going to be talking about in today's show is all about the Ogham Tree Calendar, or the Ogham, or the Ogham, or however you like to pronounce it, which is a calendar of trees, 13 trees to be precise, that go throughout the year. And the tree of this month is one of the king trees, the oak tree. The Ogham Tree month of the oak is from June the 10th to July the 7th. So if you're born in this time, then the oak is your birth tree. The oak is, as I mentioned, one of the king trees, and there's plenty of reasons for that, which I'll go into. But one reason is because it rules over the midsummer solstice, and that's the time when the sun is at its power and when nature is at full throttle. It's a tree of strength. It is a tree which you sit by to feel strong, to feel empowered. Out of all the trees, it's one of the ones that if you ask anybody in the street, name a tree, they probably mention oak first. And in fact, I did read that if oaks weren't held back, then they could actually colonise the whole forest land, and other trees wouldn't be so popular at the moment. So oak trees are very important, they're very strong, and they're very long-lived. They're one of the most long-lived trees, actually. Now, oaks have been sacred for thousands of years. To the ancient Greeks, a oak grove was the temple of Zeus. Zeus is very linked with oak. And there'd be an oracle coming from a priest at an oak grove who would believe that the whispering of the leaves or the spirit of the oak tree was talking to him and giving him an oracle. Oak is also very, very important to the Druids and the Celts, and an oak grove has always been exceptionally sacred. You'll see from lots of place names, Gospel Oak, Royal Oak, that oaks were places of gatherings, places of ceremony, services and preaching. In fact, kings pledged their allegiance to the country, usually by an oak tree. The oak, as a king tree, rules in Celtic law from the midwinter solstice to the midsummer solstice. He is the king of the waxing year as the sun gets stronger and the days get longer. But at the midsummer solstice, through a little bit of a fight with the Holly King, oh yeah, fight, a fight which he loses, he gives his rulership, his leadership to the Holly King, who then rules from the midsummer solstice, just after the midsummer solstice, to the winter solstice. So every year at each solstice, the oak and the Holly Kings battle, and every year the oak king wins at the midwinter solstice and loses at the midsummer solstice. So this is the oak's prime time, but the energy is about to change. And they choose the holly to rule over the waning part of the year, because even though after the summer solstice the leaves start to dull a little, life starts to slow down its reproductive energy, the holly leaves get greener and stronger. So the oak is a very strong tree, and a tree that we go to for strength and nurturing, as mentioned before, but also it's not one of the softer trees. The medicine of oak is deal with it. The medicine of oak is learn your lessons. You can gain a lot of insight and clarity from oak. People born under the sign of the oak often have a great ancestry and interest with family and history, and the oak energy really links us to the past and the community. It is meant to be purifying, to burn oak leaves, and the smoke of the oak leaves is meant to be purifying. To carry an acorn is meant to be good luck. And also the oak is one of the 9 sacred woods of a Sabbath fire, in which it represents the god. So all in all, the oak is an amazingly strong tree, and one which is celebrated at this time of year but appreciated throughout the whole year. Thank you for watching this tree-tastic episode of my show. If you love trees like I do, please like, subscribe, leave a comment or message me with any ideas or thoughts or any folklore you know about trees and the oak tree. There'll be more episodes about trees, as there are 13 trees in the Ogham calendar, plus all the festival trees. So you're going to hear a lot more about trees in the future. But until next time, it was lovely to have you with me. See you all soon.